The sequester took effect, and as we all know now, the sky didn't fall. But we did pass a continuing resolution which will run the government through September 30th, which is the normal end of the fiscal year. And in doing so, we've now given Congress breathing room to adjust or tinker with some of the effects of the sequester in a way that will ensure that they do not affect people in the states and around the country. We want the effects to require Washington to look introspectively at places where we need to reduce spending, where there's waste or fraud, or where money's going out the door that is going to the wrong people. It's time for that kind of a discussion, and it seems like those things only happen when there are fewer dollar resources floating around in the federal government. So all in all, I believe sequester was a good thing, but we are going to have to adjust some of the consequences. And speaking of consequences, one of the consequences that came out earlier this week is that the White House is canceling White House tours. Now, come on. There are other ways for the White House to cut its budget. For example, the House calligrapher, the separate vacations that the Obamas take, frequent golf trips by the president. I think there are ways that we can accommodate school children's visits to the Capitol building and the White House, as well as longtime tourists. Now, my office, which has undergone over an 18% cut in 3 rounds of cuts, is still conducting Capitol tours. So if you're visiting and you need a Capitol tour, by all means, come by. We'll accommodate you. For this week's Cattle Call, I'm Cynthia Lummis.